Accounting is really the language of business. And the language of business is basically presenting a quantitative presentation of what's happening and how a business is doing. Accounting also is not mechanistic. It is not A plus B equals C. It's A plus B could equal C, but it might equal D because you didn't factor in this or you didn't factor in that. So as you think about being an accountant or being in an accounting career, you have to think about not only what numbers add up to, but what they mean and how to deal with people and understand what's going on relative to those people. Students would learn about financial accounting. And financial accounting is the accounting that people do to report how a company's business does relative to other competitors, et cetera, et cetera. It's publicly available information. Managerial accounting deals with internal accounting, figuring out how you're doing internally so that you get to a point in time where you can report to internal managers about what's going on and better equip your company to become a profitable company. And lastly, probably folks learn about not only managerial and financial, but also about how to manipulate data and do all sorts of data analysis relative to things. Some potential career paths are, number one, you go into a public accounting firm. In that public accounting firm, you deal with auditing the financial statements of companies that you're dealing with. You could also start initially at a company and deal with their internal financial statements and deal with the managerial things that I talked about before. And thirdly, and part of the other concentration that we have about advisory is you could get into dealing with mergers and acquisitions. You could deal with internal controls. You could deal with reporting on environmental items and things like that. There are a whole bunch of different things because everybody needs quantitative information, and everybody sort of needs to be comfortable that that quantitative information has some sort of integrity to it. What I try and do in the classroom is I try and bring what happened in the real world when numbers went wrong. And if you look at now, think about the crypto companies that have gone under. And it's taking a bunch of accountants to try and pull apart what was happening relative to them, because certainly the folks who were running those businesses really didn't understand what was going on.